Easy guys, hello everybody, it's me Mr. Hardcore Fisherman. How's it going? How you all doing? No, I don't know if this is live or what. I'm trying to test out this new app to get it to go live for the computer. So yeah, because normally I need 1,000 subscribers, but I don't know. So yeah, this is a new thing. I don't know if how you comment or whatever's going on. So if you could comment, if it'll let you wherever you're watching it from, give me a thumbs up or something. I don't know how this new app works. It's avoiding the 1,000 subscriber thing, so you can just go live on YouTube without needing 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, give me a comment and then I'll see where it comes up. I don't know how it works. I'm just testing it for the first time. I'm gonna do some fishing talk as I'm sat in my beach shelter. Got the old beach shelter out and cleaning it. Just cleaning all my gear. This one's been in the shed for that long, it needs a good clean out and everything. So yeah, let me just test before I get into stuff. How's your comment? Oh, there is some comment. Yes. Oh, cheers. There is a comment. Yeah, it should be, yeah. So it is working then. Thanks. I don't know how I did that, but yeah. Cheers for that one. So yeah, right then. Just gonna do a bit of talking about fishing and stuff, and basically the gear I take with me and what sort of fishing I do, as I said, and what I noticed there haven't been a lot because we're on lockdown. As I said, there's not much I can do. I'm actually breaking the law right now, being in a communal garden apparently. You tell me how that works, I don't know. But there's nobody else out, nobody uses it except for me really, so I'm always working in the garden with something. Cheers. Is it Chris Mack? But yeah, right. Basically, let's get into some of the stuff that I take with me anyway. We'll start off. This is when it's bad, real bad weather. Sometimes I like to take this, see if I can get it with me in my trailer. I like my beach trailer. As I said, I'd rather be fishing, but I can't be fishing because of lockdown stuff. I did have one session during lockdown. Like I only fished on car park. I will admit I did have a little session. Like I don't know. I knew you shouldn't have. Like, but. This was about 4 weeks ago. I sneaked on dock fishing and caught a few flounders. I'll put the video up later if you all want to see it. Comment down below if you want to see that video. I only got 4 flounders, but I brought small rods, 2 little rods, as I said, and some light gear. So we start off, as I said, I've got my shelter. We'll go off to get show you the rods I use. Tripod. We've got this tripod out, one of my favourites, Shakespeare. What a lovely tripod. I've never had any complaints with this. Compact. It's well used, you can see the scuffs and everything there. It's been well and truly used, this. One of my favourite bits is I've got a tape measure on the side of my leg. Needs sorting out. It's another job I'm going to have to do. Bit more tape, but yeah, so you can measure your fish. Here you go, like that. What you've got all folds down into this little short tripod. You can extend it high, low, but yeah, it is a really good little tripod. I've never had any issues with it. I've had it quite a lot of years now. I think I bought it from Car Boot brand spankers off fishing store that was on there. I don't know if there's anybody else on there or watching, but yeah. So this is that tripod that I got. I think it was about 40 quid. Bargain, I think they were about 60 quid. Brand new, I remember, but I got this for about 40 quid with the bag. I've still got the bag for it somewhere, but I keep mine connected. So that's that. Tripod. Just give me a sec. new phone out. Left that in there, needed seals. Let's just see if this is on. I should have my don't tell me it's not got my YouTube app. I shouldn't have to download the app for YouTube. I've got this new Huawei. I finally rigged it up. Where's my YouTube? I might have to type it in. I didn't have to download my last YouTube app. Double check. YouTube. Let's have a look. At the moment we're just going to see if I can sort
Here are
this
some
out.
matching news articles.
I never asked for matching news articles. Stupid phone. Here we go. It should tell me I'm live at the moment, I think. Unless it's not going live. Let me have a look on my channel. Hold on, no. Oh, it is actually working. I'm just going to check. Oh, it is actually working. I'm just going to check. Oh, yeah. I've got people. Oh, yeah. I've got people. So, turn the sound down on that. Put that there so I can see when if it goes funny. So yeah, I was doing the rod. I started off. I'll show you this old rod I'm going to restore. I've had this rod for years. I can remember this rod. I believe he might be able to comment on this one because I'm a bit forgetful, but I think this was my dad's rod, I believe. Then it went to his rod. My dad gave it to him, and the old metal rings. Look at this. Got some new eyes. I'm going to put some new eyes on it. New paint job. I'm going to give it a go. I don't make rods like this anymore. Put a tip on that. I'll show you modern rods to this one. Look at that. Bloody hell. And you got some. It was very whippy. This was. When you cast out on that, you knew about it. You went. The whole end used to. The old screw metal fitting, and you lock down just to make sure. Said lovely. Not bad shit. Could do with a little bit of repairing down there with some cork and that, but yeah, a light lovely rod. So comment down below what rods you started off with and stuff. And for me, my eyes seem bug-eyed on here. I don't know if they are or not. Sorry about that one. But yeah, lovely old rod. But I'm going to be into the restoring one. Just don't see these anymore, and yeah, I'd love to go back, do some flounder fishing with this again. So that was one of the old rods I started off with. Back in the day we had some nice fish on this. Even had some good cod on it. So we'll get the other rod I've been restored. I don't know about this rod. If anybody else knows about this rod, might want to comment down in the comments. I believe that is a metal rod. The bottom, this was metal, if I remember right, or was it the other one? Hang on, I'm not 100%. No, it's the other one I've got, but this one's carbon, but the size of it. There is a sticker there, but I've not been able to find anything about it. So you might be able to find something on it. I am. Whoever made it, the makers there, I'll come to the camera and show you the camera. Whoever made it. It's even signed. But I used to use this quite regular. Multiplier rod. I always had the reel right down here at the bottom, as I usually do. I restored this one. As you can see, all the eyes. It wasn't the best restoring job, but for me it was just one of these things. I wanted to have a go at restoring a fishing rod, and I got all the eyes on there properly. I wrapped them around with the line, put the special stuff on there, but Once I sand down a little bit, they're a bit rougher than that, but still lovely rod. I can't get rid of this rod. It's one of my favourites. You can do some distance. It's got some weight though compared to the newer rods. But I love the bite indication on this rod. You get, if you watch some of my videos, you'll see me using this on my YouTube channel. I've used it quite a few times, to be honest. I think if I remember rightly, if you watch that flatty video, the first, I put one up about a while back ago. It was when I first got my video camera, my old style one. It was a long while ago and I made a video. I wasn't the best, I'm not David Attenborough out, but yeah, I gave it a go. And it was like, this was one of the rods that I was bringing up big giant flatties on and eels. I was doing real well. Lovely little rod. It's got a little yellow paint job. It's not to everyone's taste, but I've made it look sort of old school, you know, like it's being used. I'm going to have to do a video on using this again at some point. I really like it. I've got all the stuff for it. But the main tool rods are in there, what I use. I can't remember if I've got the unboxing video on my YouTube channel about this one, but this is another one of my videos. Let me just check on here if anyone else is. I might have to refresh the comments. Oh, no more comments yet, but yeah, I've got these Shakespeare. You've all seen me use these. Shakespeare. Elite. This one's the 13-foot max. Super. 5 to 6 ounce on this one, which is the bigger one, and the smaller one, I believe, this one's the 12-foot. Like that. 12 foot. Yeah, this is 12 foot 9. 4 to 8 ounce, so it's a smaller rod, but you can cast more with it. Lovely little rods. These are the two I use for everything now. I got these two off eBay. I bought these for about 40 quid a pair. Hang on, about 40 quid each or something like that. It was under that, I'm sure it was. It was only because I got them both. I got a deal. I think it was about 60 something quid. I'll check my eBay thing because I've got all stored. But yeah, I'm sure it was only over 60 quid for the pair. But I love them. I've seen a lot of guys using these rods. There's a guy from Norfolk who's one of my subscribers. I forget his name. Oh, it'll come back to me. But yeah, he's got a couple of these and they're lovely rods. I use them everywhere. I'll get them out to show you. These are my go-to rods when I go fishing. Easy to get into my little bag, as I said. I just two small rods in there. It all fits in nicely. The one thing I will say, I'll give an honest review now. I've used these for a few years now. Nearly 3 years. Is it? Nearly 3? Something like that. But yeah, these are terrible. If you can change them out, I would recommend changing these. The what come with them. They're excuse my opinion, they're crap. I'll be honest. I mean, they're just saying and you've got to tighten one up and you just can't go like thingy on them. I just don't like them. If anyone's got any better options, comment down there if you think you've got any better tips where I can get a better set, which anyone than these ones. The Shakespeare ones, I'm sorry, but Shakespeare, these are rubbish. You've got two really nice rods here that can really handle a good cast and pendulum like I do. I do my good pendulum. I really swing out. And what do you know, honestly, I can't. These things keep turning, your reel goes in there and it's still moving around. I think it's the other one, which is this rod I've just got it out of. And I'll show you, I think this is the 13 foot. I don't think it's this one. But I'll show you with the reel in it, what I mean. Put that there a minute. So, because I did ask a few people, was asking me about these two rods I use and where I got them from and what I used. So yeah. you know, because it looked nice. And yeah, he got himself a set, but he got the fixed spool version with the built-in where it was all, you couldn't move it up and down. I've got the two you can, so you can put two multipliers on, or you can have a fixed spool on them both. But I like my multipliers on. Right, let me show you what I mean. At the moment, I have not got my multiplier in there. So just give me a second and I'll get the multiplier. But sorry about that. I forgot I went last time I went fishing. I sneaked fishing. I took this backpack. That was all I took, was a little backpack. And what I put in there was me rig wallet, a bit of spare line for traces, and a pair of pliers. What else did I have? That's what I was looking for, my multiplier. And this little reel I was fishing with. Beautiful, with braid on, small little reel, handles all the little flounders, no problem. Basic couple of 5 ounces I took, and I made my own couple of things. Some wet wipes, keep your hands clean while you're on lockdown. Let's have a look. Always keep, I love a nice sharp knife. Always keep your knife with you. This is a Fladden one. I've had this years. See, from Fladden, lovely and sharp. Always take some pliers with you for unhooking and that. These are crimping ones, so you can crimp and all that with them. Box of stuff. You've seen me use this many a time. I'll use this little box. Got everything in it. I won't tip it too much, but yeah. Anyone wants to know, I got this box. It was a Tommy Walsh box for little screws and nails. Pound shop. It was Pound shop they called it. Was it Pound shop? Green Pound shop anyway. It was from my local town hall. I got the tub and I just filled it up. Like I said, I've got everything in here I could possibly need to when I go fishing. Got some little glow lights, a couple of float up for when you put them on your line, you can keep your bait off the ground. I've got lead lifts. I've got everything in here. Impact. I've got these little shield things in that day. I don't use them anymore, but yeah. Tube. We've got anything from small little hooks to giant hooks to all different sizes in there. Crimps, beads, all your power swivels, all your clips, different size clips. There's everything in here you could possibly need. These are good, clipping on top of your rig, and then when you fire it out, that thing pops up and fires your bait off. Or there's these ones. They're a good brand for using. Got springs and everything in here. So always take one of these when you go fishing. All your stuff's in there. You can make a rig up when you want a rig. I did get this reel off somebody. One of my neighbours gave me this small reel for free. It works just as well. You can back the drag off and like so. I believe these were, yeah, this was the one I was using, I think. I tried the multiplier for a bit and I went on to this for a bit, and as you can see, It's easy enough to spin up. Drag, set the drag and all that for it. So yeah, another small little reel does the job for flounder fishing. That's all I took when I went on that little session. While I was, is this little pair of reels and that multiplier there. So you can spin it either way. It's all good reels for what I do. And pair of snippers. I recommend getting yourself a decent pair of these little snippers. Brilliant for cutting line. I think I've got one of the rigs that I used that day. Two of them actually. Hang on. So I'll show you the rigs that I made that day for fishing with. I'll show you the reel that I was going to do that for in a minute. These homemade little heads of mine. You can see. Nothing fancy. Just clip on there, and that was the rig. Was a bit like a wishbone in a sense, but it's not free flowing. It's a one that goes below the lead and then like that on the bottom. So you've got all that flowing, and you've got a slightly long one there with some little attractors and a little bead. You don't have to use them. I don't normally, but thought I would. And two small hooks, as I said. One of my favourite little rigs, this for flounder fishing. I said I've got, see what I mean? That lies on the bottom. So that was one of the rigs. And then I made this one. Cheers for us watching. I know I'm not going to get many watches this time of day, but time is it? 2 minutes past 4. Well, I thought I'd come out, do something while I'm on lockdown, and I've not got much on. Done some shopping, so I'm good. Another one I've made, which is practically the same again as that one, but not as fancy. You'll see in the video I caught on these two rigs, no problem. I just made these up on the day when I went down there. The only thing is I put a little bit bigger hook on this one. This is the rig that was doing the damage. Cut. There we go, like that, below the lead. And this homemade lead that I made. It's about 3-4 ounce. Something like that. But yeah, it was holding, flick that like that. Just a bit of pipe on it, I had with a little bit of pipe, and I crimped one end and filled it full of lead and just put a little hook on there. I've got a project I'm going to show you soon, see what you guys think we can do with them. We'll do something, or we'll make something, at least. So that's the two rigs that I did use that day, was working just as well. This is my baby. Power casting on this little reel. The Abo maxed up Abo Garcia 6000 6500 C3 CT Mag Elite, and it's been magged up. And honestly, the distance I get out of this reel, you don't need it for down the Humber, but you don't really need to be that far. But some spots where I go, you want to be in there's a gully in town where I fish, and yeah, I like to go down there, and you can hit that gully with this no problem. What a lovely. I was going to show you it anyway on one of the, I think it was this one, or is it the other one? I shall have to have a look. But it doesn't stay into the seat reel. They just don't work, these ones. And when you're reeling it, no, it's not this one. It must be the other one. But what happens is this thing keeps turning out in itself, and it sort of ends up halfway out of shape, and you have rear, so that won't be straight. Your reel will be pointing that way, and your line will be going up like that. So no, another thing that I'm not happy with that bit. So yeah, my favourite reel, one of my favourites. Just don't like these things, that's the only problem I've got. These are getting upgraded. I am going to take a look on eBay today, or soon, and have a look. Been meaning to upgrade and I thought I'll keep them for now, but nope, they're getting upgraded. I don't like them. I can't stand them, so. Who have we got on then? I'll give you a shout out if you want to shout out. Give us a comment. All that. I've got a video coming. I'm going to do for you sometime this week or maybe about making one of these, a rig wallet. I made this myself basically. It started off as an old Fladden one with what was about 10 rigs you could get in it. 10 rigs, mate, I want more than that. And I was like, well, I need more than 10 rigs. I want rigs for all sorts. So basically, I took the old rigs out. I cut the old out and that. Took the old rig holders out, and I put these like freezer bags. I made out of these freezer bags. It's getting upgraded, this one, because look, it's falling apart now. It's been in our box for that long now. I've used it that long. I'm gonna have to upgrade it. I'm gonna make one of these for you. Show how to make one. If you don't want to pay a lot of money for a rig wallet, get yourself a set of these. You can get about 50 of these for what, £1.50, something like that. And I'll show you how to make one of these rig wallets like this. It's got rigs for everything, flounder rigs. Let's have a look. Here's one of my favourite rigs. I'll quickly show you. The one up, one down. Always a tangle when you're getting one of these out. What I want to give to go fishing today, really. I've had some broken ribs. I think one of my ribs got broke, or was it two? Could be one or two. But I was bending some metal over there and I went down and I heard the crack. I knew it had gone and I've been in pain. Plus I've had a bout of food poisoning, so I've been a bit off my head. But I've been trying to make some videos and stuff and keep myself busy while I've been able to. Just put a couple of drone videos up last night because I thought I'd give you something to watch. I apologise, there isn't much fishing ones yet, but I can't do much about that. So I thought I'd do this one this afternoon while I'm sat here. There we go, look at that. One below, I make these ones myself. These are my basic little one up, one down flapper rigs. I don't have out fancy on that. I always just put like one little bead on there and that's it. Like so, one below the lead. I've caught cod, whiting, skate. I've done all sorts on these. I just really like them. They're a compact rig. Little system. How I make them. I think I've got a video on here somewhere of me making them. It's not hard. Since I discovered these little fin hooks, I'm really happy with these. They're easy to bend in shape and they do the job. So yeah, going through a lot of different bits and stuff. So I take that with me when I generally go on my box. This one and my other reel. I've always got about three reels, sometimes 4 in case we have accidents or any birds nests with these. We'll go back to what we've got. But yeah, that's that. Sound of a drink. Plenty of wildlife out. Did put up the hedgehog video, the one I tried to rescue, which I called Dan. Great. Dan's one of my friends from mine and he's a great guy, he's a really fighter, you know, he helps everybody out and just a real good guy. So I thought, well, if anyone, you know, is a real fighter, that hedgehog deserved to be called Dan, like, because he was fighting, you know, he wanted to live, and then suddenly he sort of went off and offered his sleep and that was the end of it. But I gave it my best shot for it. I tried to bring him back light and nah, that was it. But yeah, bait elastic. I'm going to show you how to make a little bait elastic thing and how to go in it. Look, keep your bait elastic in. That's another one I'm going to show you. Another little lead I made basic little pour out lead just for light flounder fishing. So I think this is going to be my flounder fishing bag for light fishing when I sneak out anywhere or out. So what I'm going to do is just put this away. What I won't give to be out now, mate, just a couple of hours down fishing down the Humber. I can get me exercise and go for a walk, right, or a ride down there and back with the CB on my bike, but it's not the same, mate. I like the fishing. But I put the odd drone video up I found on the thing. I've been doing that and just doing things that you can do at home, innit? You can't do no fishing, but I can talk about fishing, I can do other bits. And then this one, again, put that one in there. And these are my 2 light bags, my light reels for flounder fishing. You don't need out big and you can catch some lovely flounders using small gear. I'll show you 2 small rods I use in a minute. I'll just put that back over there while I show you the rest of my stuff. Try not to smash this box up. New phone up. My new phone and I don't want to break. Got some of these, I'm not endorsing them, but yeah, these were in there from last time. Lovely little biscuits, these are the cheese and onion like version, cheese and chive. Oh man, not that they're only still good like, but I'll give them a go. Take top 2 off because I think they're going to be a bit more soggy. Still fresh from about 3 weeks ago, man. Before then we had me for the bags. Better delete them, no problem. Excuse me. Alright then. It seems to be working alright, this little app. I'm not the best with stuff, but yeah, it's working fine. I said always get yourself a pair of these. These little snippers are brilliant. Just snips your line just nicely. Toenail clippers work just as well, but I like these, do thick line and all sorts with these little beasts. So, let's have a look what else I've got in here. In the box a bit closer. My trusty pen. I've used this with braid on for ages. It's the pen Surf Blaster, and it's the cast 18mm line on it, up to 18mm. Still got the other spool somewhere for this. This is the light spool, this is the thin version of the spool I've got. And yeah, this is a lovely little reel. I have used this and used it, look at it. She's just a bit loose, the handle again. Tighten up the handle. There we go. It casts beautiful, it fishes well. I've had cod whiting, I says skate. I brought everything using this reel. It's torky. You can adjust the drag and everything on it. It's just a lovely reel. It's never let me down in the... I've had it for about 6 years now, I think. Something like that, but yeah, I love it. Comment down below what you think of it. You know, what you think of them. Look, it's the 7000 version. See what I mean? Lovely little reels. Another one I take with me is that one. Then there's me. This one, which I'm gonna I'm gonna re-spool this one, so it's getting taken apart and cleaned. It's gonna have a full re-clean up. wants a full clean out, and the case wants going. It's been in the box a while. I think I used this one on the beach last time I went down to With. So yeah, it wants a good clean out, but I've had that one 4 years or so, maybe a bit more, and I love it. Pen 525 Mag 2. All the mag and everything works beautiful. I love these reels because you can, when that's locked off, you know, you don't have the option. I'll show you what I mean. Look, reeling in, about to cast out, swing. There's no knocking that. You cannot knock that back, so you can't lock it while you're casting. But with this one, you know, you're about to cast. Sometimes you just knock the handle a little bit. I'm gonna cast, and you've locked it. It's locked on now. Oh no. Bird's nest, snap off, anything like that. I've had to put this other handle on because my other handle went funny. Took the piece off, like one of these it was. Took that off because it was loose and that. And I put this new conversion handle piece on there where you screw on, and it didn't go very well, so it kept coming off and unscrewing. So obviously the handle was too gone. So it's on the reel that this handle came off, but hey, it works. It's a lovely little reel. But yeah, I think I've got £15 line on this one with £60 shock leader. And yeah, she done half cast as she's been upgraded. Always keep a few spare bungee cords in here for when you're going to need stuff. You never know when you're going to need a bungee cord. If you've just joined, been on for nearly 40 minutes now. And I'm just talking about my fishing gear I take with me and what I use and what I used to use and stuff like that, and how people are. Hope you're all staying safe and strong. Hope you're all well in these times of lockdown. It's going to release some at some point, I guess. But we're all dying to go fishing. I know in Ireland they allow you 90 minutes to go fishing or something, or free exercise, like, and go fishing. And oh man, it's not bad though, is it? As long as as long as you're close to home, and I believe you're not far from home in a sense, and you've got 90 minutes to part your exercise. You stay safe, you stay away from people, you don't fish in a group. I'll just check this. See, I'm watching this back on my new phone just to test. Just work this out a minute. I'm not got how this works. Does it tell me? Right, never mind. Go back down that. It's not as warm as today as it was yesterday and that in the last few days. It's been real warm, but now it's dropped off again, so we're just in the middle of cleaning this shelf. I'm going to get the hose pipe out and scrub it all down, and as I said, just things to do. Another thing I'd recommend taking is a rag. You know, your hands get dirty, you just wipe your hands on your rag. You've got fish guts, getting an eel off or something off land, you want to use this, no problem. Always recommend taking a little rag with you. I've got my other multiplier here. It's one of the other ones I use. I can't fault these little reels. The Die Hour 7000 HT. Right. Lovely little reel. Does its job. I painted mine red inside with some paint years ago. Still cast these days distance. People are still using them, and yeah. I'll spin for ages. Oh, I don't mind that long. This is another backup reel I use. Seen its day. Well, I bought this off a mate of mine off Carpool. What was it, about tenner? 10 quid it cost me. Lovely little reel. So it just does its job. It's there for my small rods if I want to take a small rod. So I do take quite a bit sometimes. I know I take over the top, I shouldn't take that much, but I do. I know I need to take 4 reels with them, but if I've got 2 rods I like a spare reel for each rod. Once one rod's gone, and you know, that's how it is. If you've used that reel for that rod and it's gone and you get the next one and that goes, then you put it away. You don't use your other one for a backup. But the other rod I don't know why. Huh? Anyway, we got tray, clips onto the side, my box. What I've got in here is Louis oil. I swear by this stuff, dunking your bait in that, it really is. Oh, bits of bluey and everything in there. Oh, it's a real nice oil. Make it yourself, but I bought this from Online Baits UK. I ordered some bait before I went away for a bit and it never came. I ordered ragworm and that, and I was going to do the dye hour up, and I was going to go in it, do that with some mates, but the bait didn't come, so I didn't go. Well, I went away on the Monday, so it would have been, I think, but it didn't turn up. So I've got some of that. Leads. These are my homemade leads. These ones, I make them ones myself. They're 5 ounces. Yeah, lovely little ones, and then we make the 6 ounce. 6 ounce wet, lovely. Cast them for distance too. They're wet, smooth little leads. You can see on the side it says 6 ounce. And I make these ones. I make these little, supposed to be aerodynamic. Supposed to go through the air like a bomber or a rocket or something. But yeah, I make them ones. I've got these impact shield ones, the yellow tops, 5 ounces. Hook the hook on there, all goes down, boof, fires off. Got the red ones. To be honest, these impact breakaways, I'm finding these new ones to be a bit annoying. They've put this plastic piece on, which it never needed really. It didn't need this plastic piece, and now this plastic piece is having a tendency to be hit a while, and it flies that off. If you look there, you can see it's coming off. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need that little plastic red bit on the bottom, in my opinion. It doesn't want to be there. It's just that bit keeps coming off and has an effect on when it's used. Considering when they first started with the impacts, they were like this design, you know, easy enough, and then they added extra fucking plastic on it, which we didn't need. So you've got the new ones, old ones. See the difference? There isn't a lot of difference, to be honest. If you ask me, they just seem a little bit wider, and the grooves might be a bit longer. That's about it. But no, didn't need to be done. Another one of the older ones needs a new thing in there. Another old one that will get melted down, turned into a new lead. That's one that I found. That's my lead pile melter over there. Always recommend you take a good pair of scissors for cutting your bait. Pair of crimping ones, nooking and all. Don't really like these ones, but prefer my other ones. But yeah, both do the job. So that's that. I'll just put all that back over here for now. What else? Oh, I've got a spare rig wallet. I've got another one somewhere too. Spare slot. Yeah. Take too many. Don't have to. It's just in there. Sometimes I leave this one in there. During summer, I'll take most of these out and put them in the other box. But this one's full of brand new rigs I've made. I've got panels, wishbones, I've got everything in here, and then this side, all brand new rigs in that side, and all my little flap, 2-up flapper rigs are on that side. So basically I could do the same with this one. If what I wanted is I could just drill them out, as I said, re-rivet them with a lot more bags. All you've got to do is, all these are is freezer bags, that's all they are. So you take these out, drill the rivets out there, and you take them out, and you use the same principle, but you put more rivet, you get more of these, so you could have at least 50 of them in a thing like that. That would puff out to at least a lot, accumulate 50, no problem. And yeah, you don't get more in. So that's me. There might be see me beach ones for when I'm fishing for skate, thornbacks, smooth hounds, dogfish and all that. That's my main one for that sort of business. I think our kid got me that one. That can go in there, but fish needs cleaning. Spare bit of line. One that I took some off this bull bit. Brand new. I'll keep a little bit, £60. Normally wrap that up, as I said. It's come loose again, I'll show you what. Just have a little bit for traces and stuff like that. But we'll put that over there in a minute. That'll get sorted. I want to say about scales. These ones I've had a bit in my box. I'll just scrape that off and check that batteries are not hanging in. Just double check the batteries on this. That tight, I don't think I can actually, but old man's even the batteries are in good condition, so they are working. I'm going to quickly show you these a bit, just clean this off. That's going to want replacing. I must have got a bit of damp in the box since. Stop that from happening again. Just quick clean up. Whether that's the one. Still got one person watching. If you've been watching from the beginning, that's brilliant, mate. You must be learning some tips, or you must be devoted. You know, if I can help you any way possible, like give you any, as I said. I've got ounces and pounds. So let's have a look. Got like £3-4 these will go up to. Lovely little scales. Just take 2 little thin pencil batteries, turn them off. Always keep a pair of scales, because some people say it's bad luck to bring scales with you, but you don't bring scales with you and then you get a, you know, a PB flounder or a PB cod or something. You get a real nice cod and you haven't got no scales to weigh. And you're hoping that there's someone around you, oh, excuse me, you haven't got a pair of scales, I'll just wear this, you feel like a right prat, you know what I mean? I've had people do it to me though. A mate of mine, Darren, was fishing down there and had no scales or that, and he got a cod just shy of £10 PB for him. No scales. I was just riding by late at night, you know, and saw him struggling. I was going to drive off home, carry on, I was going to short Darren and go off, but I just saw him into something and I thought, oh, it looks like he might have a good fish there, you never know. So I hung back a bit and watched him, and yeah, it's just shy of £10 it was cod. I thought, oh man, I had no scale, lucky I got off, got my scales and weighed it for him. I always do the charger for my camera. I have a big battery pack and a smaller one. This is just my little mini battery charger. Put that in there. That's for what? Spare elasticated cotton. It's Shakespeare again. Most of my stuff's Shakespeare. I like them. Good company. I'm not endorsing them, like, I'm not sponsored by them, but yeah. A couple of spare rigs, single little pedals. One up pedal, small one. This is all my shock leader is. You probably go, well, he's using shitty Fladden, but no. I've used this for years, this shock leader. £60, and yeah, it's lovely. It does its job. I don't need to go and spend, I don't know, £10, £11 on some shock leader when I can use this stuff. It ties knots alright. Be granted the knots can be a bit funny, but it's better than that. Hang on. What's going on with this phone? Has it ended here? I don't know what's going on. Hang on. It says it's still going on there, but this one's having a bit of a do. Well, it must be buffering. If it's buffering, apologise, because it's doing it on this one, so it's going to be doing it on your device. Do apologise. Maybe I've got a low signal or something. But I can't have because I've got full signal. It might come back. Do apologise. It says it's still recording on mine. I can't work it out. Yep. No connection. Put me add. Let me sort this connection out. Sorry guys. So let me work this out. It says I'm still going, so I can't understand it. I'm back again now for some reason. Right, for some reason I'm back. Filming again. Right, I don't know then. Let me just camera back down here for 2 minutes. I'm not going to be much longer, but I keep this in the bottom of my box. It's had its day needs cleaning, but it's an old full container, but it just keeps all your stuff in place. Like, you've got some spare bit of line to make rigs with. All the old lines that I wrap on there to use for like bits. And then there's the other little bits of line and a couple of floats. Some old bomb leads and a bit of all sorts really. I made these coffin little things, coffin lead shaped things. I put a piece of pipe through it in here, it worked. Couldn't go wrong, I was trying it out. But no, that's that. And that's my box done, so I always keep my spare multiplier in there like so. Keep me that was my old spool, the thick version. That's what I had braid on, but I had to take that off. I'm going to show you this mini rig wallet I've got for mini rigs. Mini sea rig wallet will spring down rigs and all that. I've got some big sea rigs and that in there. To be honest, I might just take all them out and chop them up for bits and I haven't used them in that long. That's just a small little one. Sea angler, I think they were giving that away with a sea angler years ago and I got it. Sea angler magazine anyway. And all your stuff, you know, your bits in the bottom of there, you don't need all this, but I take a lot because I like all my stuff. When I'm fishing, I like stuff there when I need it. These multiplier goes in there, so I'll show you what I tackle, mate. 2 multipliers, this one's going back in, that one's going to be stripped down and relined. A spare bit of spool, I like a little bit of that, so you can just pull it out to what length you want, and then you can go from there. Spare rig wallet with beach rigs in. And then there's your rag, keep that on the side, it's important to have a little rag. Then there's this toolbox thing with all your rig and making equipment and all your spare bits. Goes on top. Spare rig wallet with all my flounder and other rigs in that I use. My knife, pliers, elasticated cotton, baby wipes, always like to keep a few of them. They're only just to clean your hands if you're going to have a little sandwich, you know, and have something to eat. 2 for £1 from Home Bargains those were, but they're not the wettest of wet wipes. I'd advise coming home and adding more water to them, cool water to them, and then obviously when you're there, if you get a bit warm too, you can just wipe your hands like that. Always best to clean your hands. And then you can wipe your head if you want, or just down if you get a bit warm, but yeah. A thick spool. Where would I be without that base? 2 multipliers, easy enough to fit in there, but I love my thick spool for a spare backup. On a night you can just crank in fishing, you know, you're not worried about if you haven't got a torch out, getting a bird's nest or seating the line right, it does it all for you. Bit pack one, nice them, I'll have some more in a minute. And then the main thing is this tub with all your leads. That weighs a few pounds. I think we could always take that down a bit. We could take some of the leads out and stuff, because we don't always use all that much. But so that's that box. Hold on. And then spare strap for anything like your umbrella. Always take an umbrella if it's going to be a bad day. If you think you're going to have a bad session, take your umbrella or a little shelter like this. I don't like this for going down the Humber with though. Anyone recommends a better shelter? It's a lot longer shelter this, the legs extend and stuff. But it's not like a shelter I'm after for down the Humber. I want something where you can lay it flat. The legs are too long, so you have to work around the side with these bottom bits. You have to lay them. Basically, when you're on the sand, you can push this right in and then sand it all, rocks all around the skirting of it, and obviously do it that way. But for me, it's just it doesn't work for the Humber. It just blows all over. I want something flat, something where you know your legs are right to the ground and you can just fold it out, fold it in. Does the job. There's plenty of room in it though to get all your gear in. You can lean back and just chill like. You can hang your torch up here and stuff. Get a little stove down there. But no. I think this is going to be one of the longest live streams I've done, but there's your rods. As I said, find out what rods are comfortable for you, what you're in, what you can afford. Don't go on everybody's thingy. There's a lot of people, you know, you want to spend you want to spend the most you can. You want to get a big expensive rod and it'll last you forever and stuff, but I've found out you don't have to, not everything has to be expensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money on rods and stuff to go fishing. I mean, what was this? These have gone up now to about 50 quid a piece, maybe more. I've seen them at more than that now. 70 I think I've seen them at, but I've got a pair of these. When I got these, I shop around second hands, you can get some good second hand rods, but a pair of these, what was it, like just over 60 quid, 70 quid. Lovely little pair. You get yourself a cheap tripod now, a little basic thing, but I recommend, for me, it's just a fold away tripod. It works for me. You can put all your gear in, and it all folds away. Let me get the bag that I use. This is my Alan Yates bag. TF gear. I bought this £6. It's a small little rod bag, but for 6 quid it was brilliant. Hold on. Get 2 rods in here, get a couple more if you want it. Strap in there nicely. Very handy, they only stick out a little bit. It's got a zip on the side, so you can open it up. And straps inside to strap the rods in there nice and securely. And then there's this. That just fits nicely in the pocket this side. Always make sure you get it right. Just a little way setting again in. And then you just fasten that to that, like so. Like that. And that's my setup in a nutshell. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive, major. It's all accessible. Boise's, if you go to Boise's, as I said, you can get a cheap, they don't do tripods in there. I think they do pond tripods, but you could probably get away with 2 of them, or make some sort of design with 2 of them if you're fishing a wall or something, or a chock of wood. What I used to use is a piece of wood, about that here side, cut them in half and notch out some notches in it and use them. Angle them on an angle so they come down. So when you put them on the wall, you can either fasten them to the wall, you can just stick them on and just put your rod against the wall. You don't even need a tripod if you've got a wall. If I go fishing marina, I don't even need a tripod, so I can just use the wall. So less weight on my push bike, I can just take that off and there's 2 rods. That's that. Done. I'm going to end the stream now, but that's just a quick test. Well, not a quick test, but a little test. This was the rod I was just going to show you. I was catching flounders on. You don't need an expensive rod. This was about, I've lost count, I couldn't tell you how much this one was, but it's a nice little spinning rod. It's a light spinning rod for pike, bass. I'll quickly show you it. So you'll see it in the video. I'm going to put the video up. It's a lovely little rod, light little tip, and yeah, it was brilliant. All you need to do, the bites you can see on the end of that, it's like one of those LIA rods or whatever they call them, light fishing rods they do. But look, you get a flounder on that. That's it, set in the tide where you wait on, or in the river, and then you get some good bent. I mean that'll go right to the other end. I've had it. I mean, it's got a right bend. Abo Garcia, but lovely little rod. I mean, caught some lovely flounders. Light fishing, mate. I love it. I recommend everyone just get a couple of pond rods and start out some light fishing. It's brilliant. You get a good codling or whiting on, even a big flounder. It's just amazing how much fun you can have. I've never had so much fun with 2 small rods. It's just the light fishing is brilliant. Wow. You don't need to carry tons of gear with you either. I can't get this one in now. Because of my tripod in there, I can't get it back away now. But no. I've got a little tripod in here, so when I go down the river, all I have to do is just stick that in there like so. And then I just wrap that. It's not the right bag for it. I don't know what happened to that. I think our kid had that bag for this at some point. So as long as I've had this rod. And I've got another little pipe rod up there and off we go. So what was that now? I don't know. But yeah, right then. I'm going to end stream. So I've got a few things I've got to finish cleaning this shelter. Putting my gear back away. A few other jobs. But thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. I know you'll be all watching later. But yeah, all take care. Stay safe. I hope your families are well. And everything's good. But hopefully we can catch up with you sometime. If anybody, when this lockdown comes off, if anybody wants to come and meet me for a fishing session down the River Humber, or out or meet up, I don't mind meeting up. And it'd be great to have a fishing session, and I'll show you my rigs and where some of my little spots where we can go flounder fishing and try and catch us a specimen flounder. But otherwise, stay safe, stay strong, keep your mental health up. That's what I'm doing, trying to keep my mental health strong. So as I said, keep yourself distancing, lock yourself in, keep away from people that may be sneezing, coughing or out. And yeah, stay strong, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Yeah, take care now. Bye bye.